Hello. With this PowerPoint, I wanted to be able to show what Wheeling Jesuit University's Center for Educational Technologies did using the tools and resources of Second Life to create an experience on the island called MoonWorld that simulated a virtual geological fieldwork investigation on the moon. This slide shows an image of what the MoonWorld moon base looked like that the explorers used to go in and out of to explore the moon. Here you see the landscape of the moon with the moon base in the background. And this image shows the view from the avatar's heads-up display from their helmet. Here's a view of the MoonWorld lander, which is where the visitors to MoonWorld would arrive as they visited MoonWorld to take their tour and lunar fieldwork expedition. This is a view of the MoonWorld base from space, which shows the solar panels and gives you another view of what it looked like on the lunar landscape. This is an exterior view of the MoonWorld Prep Bay, which is where the participants from Second Life would initially arrive and get situated and introduced to what they would need to do to get ready for their virtual lunar landscape exploration. This image shows the MoonWorld Prep Bay, where you can see the posters and the screens for the interactive tutorials that were made available to help MoonWorld participants get ready for the skills they needed to have when they went through their lunar fieldwork. This is an area that was especially interesting to me because this is the MoonWorld plant-based life support system, so that those who worked the lunar base and those who visited the lunar base, there would be plants growing, wheat, soybeans, potatoes, and lettuce based on NASA advanced life support data that were there to provide carbon dioxide to oxygen exchange, purified potable water, and ultimately food for future astronauts who might be stranded and spend a longer time up on the lunar base. As I mentioned before, everyone going on the lunar virtual exploration had to get suited up in order to be safe while they conducted their MoonWorld lunar geological expedition. Now here you see the team that is about to begin their lunar exploration. There are 4 people. They're wearing different color-coded equipment, and they will be working as a team as they conduct their geological expedition, selecting samples and bringing them back for analysis on the moonscape. This slide shows 2 of the group team members collecting samples on the lunar landscape, and you can see that one person is using a drill to be able to pull up some rock samples. The other one is close by watching and making sure they're safe, and then you can see the lunar rover in the background of this photo. Now here you see the 4 members of the group tour back in the MoonWorld lunar base, and they're in the research area. They've all brought in their samples and put their samples on the analysis table. You can see the rocks are different sizes and colors, and all of them will get copies of their analysis before they complete the tour. Now this slide shows on the wall there is a screen that provides data for the visitors to MoonWorld with guidelines for the specimen analysis. This last slide gives a list of contacts for the MoonWorld project. Dr. Charles Wood, Executive Director of the CET, is also a NASA scientist with a planetary science background who was the scientific content lead for the project. Debbie Denise Reist served as the senior educational researcher on the project. Andrew Harrison was our internal lead programmer on the project. Cassie Lightfritz, our graphic designer, and myself, Dr. Laurie Ruberg. I was serving as associate director and senior instructional designer on the project.